Buongiorno, everyone. Happy Sunday. Oh my goodness, it's a very special day. Today is Mother's Day. So for those of you who are joining me, happy Mother's Day to you. Thank you for tuning in on such a special holiday. Let me put up these things. Of course, I am Donna Catalina, Contessa de Bellagrana. It's very good to see you. Now, because it is Mother's Day, I asked my cousin the Pope, I say, you have any leftover wine for me? He slips me a bottle of champagne. So, salud. And, very important, before we go anywhere, for those of you who were watching last week's show, I got him. You see Mothman? I got him. I went and I fetched him, and now he lives here with me. So thank you to the beautiful soul who purchased him for me. I love him very much. He is now living with his beautiful lover, the Kakapo. So they are in love, and they now are going to buy a condominium in Milan together. That's what they told me. So anyways, before we go any further, I would love to introduce to you my guests today. And goodness knows what we're going to get up to. This is going to be a very special episode. I have the Whipsy Rover and also and company and somebody in the hats.
Hello.
Buongiorno. All right, so explain to me what on earth is going on over there.
So you go first. So I am Sean the Whipsy Rover. I am the greatest whip master in my immediate vicinity. And I travel the land performing demonstrations and talking about the history and the function of these things here. I have a whip with me.
I've seen one of those before.
Yes. Oh, I'm sure you have. And then, after a little bit of demonstration, then I teach free lessons.
Nice.
I have taught hundreds and hundreds of people how to crack a whip in 5 minutes or less.
Nice. That is a huge whip that you have.
Why, thank you.
And speaking of huge, hello there, Mr. Beardy Face. That's a huge beard you have.
Yes. Yes. I've been growing it out for a while now.
Would you like to introduce yourself? I know many people know you, but some of these folks joining us today might not know who you are.
Well, first of all, I very often hang out with this one and assist him with his whip show.
Also, very capable with a whip himself.
Yes, not to that level, but I know my way around a whip. And in the rest of my time, I go by Harry, the help desk wizard, and I work for an agency called the Arcane Help Desk, and it is in the astral plane where it connects to all of the worlds that have magic in it, and people can contact me for assistance with spells, cantrips, enchantments, items, artifacts, potions, alchemy. If you're having an emergency you're trying to cast a wish spell and things go awry, all of those kinds of things.
So, and I hear you are a very famous wizard.
I don't know about very famous, but I am getting a little bit of a following. Yes.
I love that. Do you happen to have drinks with you today? So we may toast each other to start this beautiful episode. Do you have a toast? Does everyone want anyone want to give a toast? Anything?
Have a magical day.
I love that. Yes, salud. Have a magical day, everyone.
Salud.
So I have some wonderful questions that are coming. Oh my goodness. Hello. I have some wonderful questions coming in from Patreon. But wait a minute, I have a great question in the comments. What is the best way to clean sacrifice? Are you asking this to the wizard or to the Borgia?
Both are appropriate.
What is the best way to clean sacrificial blood from carpets?
The prestidigitation spell can either soil or clean 1 square foot of material. Luckily, it's a cantrip, so you can just keep casting it over and over again to really deal with the whole thing. Otherwise, I would say club soda.
This is why he is who he is.
That's exactly it.
This is why I make the no bucks.
So I do have, that was from the comments. Thank you for answering that one. I do have some comments from Patreon that I would love to, this one is specifically for whips for a whip-related question. This one comes from Dan, okay? If you could whip something bizarre out of your own hands, what would it be?
Out of your own hand.
Out of my own hand.
Or perhaps out of someone else's hands.
It is possible to whip things out of your own hand. Like, I've seen it done.
Oh, that's a thing.
Yeah.
That is a thing. Something bizarre. Let's see. Maybe like a small animal, but without hurting it. Where I could just like wrap it and scoop it up.
Or maybe a stuffed animal?
That would probably take a lot of experimentation.
So maybe
that wouldn't end well.
So maybe
I'm going to amend my answer.
Maybe start with a stuffed animal?
Yes. To work up. And then like an egg. Ooh, an egg.
Yeah.
There you go.
Whip an egg out of your hand without breaking
how to because you can pick things up with whips and give them a little lift in the air. And if one could do that with an egg, that would be quite a feat of skill.
It's like a scrambled egg.
Yes. Scrambled eggs.
Yeah, messy, but
So I have to share. It was not last episode, but I think the episode before we were talking about. I accidentally, follow me here. This I promise it's coming back to whips. I was telling a story about how I at the Louisiana Renaissance Festival, we were always invited to a wine, sort of like a wine mixer with Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth, and I would always steal the fruit off of Her Majesty's plates because I always needed a snack. And she would never notice. I would just take. She has so much food. I had none. So I would take and I'd shove it, some grapes and some strawberries, And one time I had already stuffed myself with the fruits. And Her Majesty said something to me, and you had to curtsy to Her Majesty. But I stuffed so full that I launched a strawberry at Her Majesty from my boots.
That is amazing. I would pay money to see that.
Well, some people did. What we were saying was perhaps I should ask someone in a whip show, if I learn to launch, would you then whip the strawberry out of the air?
Oh, yes. I volunteer as tribute.
I volunteer to watch.
Oh, well, wait a minute. Uncork a bottle of wine. That's interesting.
Could you uncork a bottle of wine?
Oh, wow.
Perhaps
it would have to be loosened.
Yeah.
At least a little. Nice heavy bottle. If it's loosened a little bit, then the sudden jerk and the weight of the bottle.
That could work.
Could work. It still might tip. It would probably still tip the bottle over.
I'll have someone hold the bottle.
Ooh, okay.
I'll hold the bottle.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. We had jerk, tip, and I'll hold it all in one sentence. Hang on.
Yeah. Just hold the bottle.
Right.
And wizards are the most phallic of all trades. We have stabs, we have wands, we have rods.
And I will gently wrap the tip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice and easy though. Nice and easy.
Yeah.
Just the tip.
I'll make it special.
Just the tip and only for a minute.
Yeah.
This is why I invite you on the show.
I'm glad we haven't disappointed you yet. Give us a minute.
For those who may not be aware, I have known these fine gentlemen for many years, so I knew what I was getting myself into with this. And I appreciate so much that you are here today, truly. Actually, we did not get Harry's answer. Is there anything you would like to whip out of your own hands?
Oh, I don't know if anything unusual, or bizarre.
Ooh, you do a little card throwing, right? Ooh. If you could grab the card and actually send it flying.
Huh. Yeah, that'd be fun. Like shoot a card out from my hand with the action of the whip.
With the action.
Okay. Yeah. You know what? Yeah, done. Donezo.
I love it. All right. I have another question. Mm-hmm. Now we are talking about this, and I usually save this for later. I have used this question before, but we're talking about things that you're able to do, like throwing cards or things. And this is from Mel's. What is your hidden talent? Do you have a hidden talent? A PG-13 hidden talent.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, now I need 5 minutes to think.
Let's see. My thumbs bend further than most people's.
Ooh.
All right, that's weird.
I don't know if that counts as a talent.
It is a
Maybe
talent.
more of a mutant power, but like a really crappy mutant power. I do a pretty good elephant sound.
Oh, please.
He does.
Please.
The second one was better.
Yeah, I had to warm up. I had to warm it up.
The first one came out the backside of the elephant. The second one came out the front.
I do it all.
It was an elephant.
We've probably reached the end of my talents.
Well, you reached the end of the elephant too.
Oh my god.
Awkward.
Harry?
I don't know, like I've been doing sleight of hand and card magic stuff since I was about 10. So I mean, as far as hidden talent, like, that's it's not super common.
No, it's very impressive too.
I don't know if that's a talent. I'm a sometimes calligrapher.
It's very good.
So like, I do
There
calligraphy on occasion.
There it is.
But
you know what you're good at?
what? Oh God.
That I'm not good at? When a conversation meanders off the point in like 5 different directions and you can't remember what you were talking about, he's good at remembering what we were originally talking about.
But not like just remembering it. Like I'll
trace
have
it
to
back.
backtrack through the conversation in my head. Like you see the equations falling in front of me. I'm like, dun, 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 dun. Elephants. We're talking about elephants.
Yeah.
And that's why we're now talking about like, how children fall off of couches.
Right,
like,
exactly.
That's how we got there.
Now, never mind. All right. No, I love that. I have answered this question before. My answer was one day, and I promise I will do this video one day for Patreon. I do a very good Cher impersonation. So
yes, please.
I will not do that here. I have it for Patreon. I'll send it to you as well.
I would like to turn back time.
Oh, and that's the one I do. Well, it's between that one and the Dark Lady song. That's my favorites. So, all right. And this is actually a nice one. This is a nice one. Now you have, I know you both have lots of different styles of garb that you wear for festivals. Yeah. So this question is a genuine question. It comes from Marco. Should period garb live in its own closet, or does it get placed in a closet with mundane clothing? How do you organize?
I don't have enough closet space to differentiate them.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
So that's a logistics question for me. If I did have enough space, I actually have enough. I have enough garb to have my own garb closet.
Yes, you do.
And that might actually make it a little easier to organize, because that is how I do. Like everything is currently in a bin, and I hate it. So yeah. If I had the space, I have enough stuff that it would make sense for me to try to have the two separate.
Yeah, I'd probably try to keep. I have some basement storage, so all of my garb is in plastic containers to keep out things.
Right.
Various rodentia and or mold and fungus.
Yeah, so all my garb is kind of packed in boxes, and then closet is for like normal muggle clothing.
I did good.
Yeah,
these are quality mules.
No, wait, what is your drink? What is this that you're drinking? Curiosity.
We are drinking Moscow mules.
Ooh, what is in one of those? Tell me.
My recipe involves 1 ounce of lime juice, 2 ounces of fresh ginger syrup, 2 ounces of vodka, and then 5 ounces of seltzer, all over ice. Oh, it's amazing.
Why did you not leave one on my doorstep before the show?
It would have lost carbonation before the time it was ready to go.
It wouldn't have been worthy of you by that time.
Yes.
Yeah.
It would have been substandard. It would have been a Leningrad mule instead of a Moscow mule, and that's just not okay.
We can't have that. We simply can't.
Leningrad was Petersburg, but okay.
I know. It's not Moscow. That was my. It's not even the same town.
I thought you meant like going from. Never mind.
Oh no! We're on the same page.
Speaking of anachronisms, we shouldn't know about that.
But a traditional like, and the Moscow, never mind. I don't want to get into when it was created, but most of the time they're made with ginger beer instead of separating the ginger syrup and the seltzer. I like to do it with the ginger syrup because you get more of the ginger is a little harsher that way.
Yeah,
like it has more. It has more ginger bite, and the like carbonation tends to be a little more. With the ginger beer, it tends to be a little sweeter and a little more mellow. So if that's your style, then. But if you want something that like is ginger, then this is the way to go.
And that's usually my style. Like usually my kind of drink is the kind you'll get at a restaurant that's like 80% ice cream. That's usually my kind of drink.
But you also really like the taste of ginger, so
I do, yeah. But I love ginger.
So anyway, that's what we are. That's the alchemy that I have concocted for today.
What if the ginger still has its soul? Then how do you put it into ginger? Did you punch it out of him?
That goes back to the question that came up earlier about sacrificial blood and all that.
Right.
Plus, like,
it's complicated.
I do know a couple of necromancy spells, which I don't really talk about it.
I think this is a good time. I have a few more questions for you, but I think this is a good time to explain. So the place where you are doing all of this help desk,
yes,
can be seen on the TikToks. Yes,
that is the primary. That is the primary place where people can catch those. I am also very recently, as like 2 days ago, I'm reposting all of that content onto the YouTubes.
Nice. Excellent. So
it'll be a little easier to find for people who are not embedded into the TikToks.
Understand. Yes. So I have a question for you specific, because I know on my end from TikTok, I get lots of very ridiculous comments. What is like the strangest either comment or DM that you have gotten?
PG-13.
PG-13 one.
Well, first of all, Wizard Daddy. I get called that a lot. That's mostly PG-13.
Wizard Daddy.
It depends on the context of the video. Like some videos get some help desk calls get a bunch of particular comments. Mostly, all right, let's go with a category of comment that I get a lot. People arguing over spell mechanics with me.
Oh, all right. That makes sense.
It happens all the time. And I'm like, guys, I am 100% sure that I am correct. 100% sure. Also, this is for entertainment. My God, calm down.
Yeah. Like, hey, what was that? Look, it was the point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually posted a video where I did that.
Mm-hmm.
I had an instance where someone was really, really missing what I was trying to get across, and like literally the words "the point" scrolled across above my head, and I was like, "That's the point that you just missed."
Uh-huh.
But yeah, so really, I think it's the craziest things are when people just like seem to go out of their way to miss the point of whatever I'm attempting to convey in that particular piece. That happens so often.
So you need like a hashtag "Don't argue with Wizard Daddy,"
or just like yeah, something like that. I'm like, come on, like I know that like everyone wants to be right on the internet, but like
Wizard Daddy knows best. Hashtag.
I like that one. Wait, it's coming in here.
Oh, good God.
It's happening.
Oh, no.
Hashtag Wizard Daddy knows best.
I haven't had enough of this meal for that.
Yes. And it's trending.
Recently, I did a video. I took a help desk call about whether or not you could use Mage Hand to force choke someone.
I saw that one.
It got very popular.
It did. That's my most recent one. And basically, it was very hard to hear the caller in the beginning whose name was Annie, and it sounded like they were speaking through a helmet. And so many people were like, oh, I wonder, I bet there's all of these not PG-13 reasons why it was hard to understand. And I'm like, no, it's because it was Darth Vader. Like, pay attention. Like, this was not
he laid it right out for you.
This was not that obtuse, like,
yeah, it wasn't all that subtle.
But that's okay. Like, you know,
I think I'm covering this song now. This is your theme song now. I'm going to sing this. I'm going to change the words.
With Mother's Note. Oh my God.
Yes.
I mean, it's really true though. Wizard, like the root word of wizard is wise. So,
I mean, just look.
Yeah, I keep my knowledge in the beard.
Yeah.
I wish I had a GIF of you doing that, and I would use it for every reaction.
Instead of me being beardy, it's just him being beardy with the beard.
With everything I haven't known that I wanted for the last decade of my life. That image is right there.
Who's your wizard daddy?
All right. This is going off the rails. It's going off the rails.
You predicted that would happen.
I did, and I'm not mad about it. I'm glad it's going off the rails. Because I'm going to go a little more stupid with you. I would like to know, I know that you are performing the New Jersey Renaissance Fair, yes?
Yes.
Yes, all right. And, if you are watching, you can see across the bottom of your screen, if you do not have your tickets yet, this is how you get them. Make sure you get them ahead of time. Because we might not let you in. We have a very limited capacity. So please get your tickets ahead of time. My question is, I'm so sorry. My question is, and yes, that hashtag is staying up. What is about the either the most memorable or the most ridiculous scenario that happened to you during a stage performance when you were doing your whip shows?
Okay. Let's see. Definitely one of the most memorable is when I taught a boy of, I would say, I don't know, maybe 12 or 13 who was using a wheelchair. And he got it. We had to make some adjustments to accommodate the arm of the chair. His arm had to be out from his body a little more than usual. I had to make some physical adjustments. But he got it.
Nice.
And I taught him to crack a whip. That was really, really excellent. Probably one of the most ridiculous was I was teaching another little boy who was maybe 5. And I kind of have my standard thing that I go through. And you do this, and you do this, and you swing the whip up, and then you throw it out in front, and you swing it up, and then you throw it. And he swung it, and then he threw the entire whip.
Left his hand.
Just, which it made me very proud because it showed he was listening. He was paying attention. He was focused. So that was entirely my fault.
There was that time he hit me in the face.
There was that time. Occasionally. Now let's get into context, or we can just leave it there.
Yeah.
But occasionally at the end of a show, we'll do a little bit of targeting. And Harry here will hold targets for me in his hand as well as in his teeth. And there was an incident where my aim was a little off. Or the wind. It was the wind.
It was clearly.
It was just gale force winds came through. And it gave him a little kiss on the cheek. Yeah.
One of these days I'll let you forget that. Not this day.
Yeah, it is, but it is not this day.
I feel like this segues us into a question I wanted to ask you. And then I have, if you don't mind, about a 3-minute long commercial break, and we can come back in. But I have this question for you because you sort of segued it for me. And I'm so sad to get rid of Wizard Daddy Knows Best for a moment.
I'm not.
This is an old question, but Jedi, Wizard, Pirate, or Ninja, and why? And it could be for any reason. Any reason why it could be, are you going to fight them? Are you going to be them? Who do you think would win in a fight? I'm going to pick which I would rather go on a date with. So whatever version of this, but explain yourself.
Jedi, Wizard, Pirate, or Ninja.
and why?
Obviously, Wizard's on brand for you.
It is. But maybe I'll disqualify that answer because it is so on brand for me.
Right. Right. That's the obvious answer.
Yes.
I think I'd have to go with Jedi. Before the little creatures with the M word that shall not be named were invented and ruined the entire idea.
They're the powerhouse of the cell.
Yes. Yes. Before the mitochondria ruined the Force. Because I just remember as a kid loving the idea that the Force was accessible to anyone. And some people can have a natural talent, kind of like music. Anybody can put in the time and the work and learn how to play piano with a reasonable degree of success.
Sure.
But not everybody is born a Chopin or a Bach and is, creating concertos at the age of 8. It's accessible to everyone. Some people have certain natural talents that'll make them better at things, but it's there for everyone rather than like, nope, you're just not special, so you can't do it at all. So I love that idea.
All right. No, that's a great answer. And then that way you wouldn't have to kill any younglings.
What's that?
That way you wouldn't have to kill any younglings.
And there's that, yeah.
There is the lack of infanticide with that answer.
Welcome to the wine mixer. Here's the topic for today.
The topic is infanticide, but specifically the lack thereof. So it's positive. It's family friendly.
Yeah.
I mean, I was going to get demonetized anyway, so go ahead. I wasn't monetized in the first place. Anyway.
Was that?
No, your turn. Go ahead.
Lightsaber.
That's why you go with Jedi?
Yeah.
For the lightsaber. Yeah, I was going to say. Of which he has multiple.
I'm so excited for this.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Yes, this show just got more phallic. Go ahead.
Wizard.
Wizard Daddy.
Can I share a story in one moment when you finish here? I have a story that I was not going to share, but now I have to. Yes, beautiful. That's one.
So, there's you want to hang on that. And then there's and then I mean these are going to look very similar to the camera, the way that and then
Space Wizard.
This is happening. Oh wait, do that again. That's amazing. Oh, I love that. Oh, that's fancy. Now smack him in the face with it. Don't show.
Not that kind of show.
Gently. It's my first time.
So I was
Palpatine. The safe word is Palpatine.
Wow.
All right. Anyway, so Jedi because lightsaber.
That's a great answer. I have to say very quickly, I was having a D&D game the other day, and which is the most nerd thing I've ever said out loud. And a player was described to me. I forget which cantrip it was, but he's made. He cast it on the baddies and made them glow blue.
Fairy fire.
Yes. And I was trying to get to describe. I wasn't familiar. And I was trying to get him to describe to me, like, specifics. Like, tell me what it looks like. Tell me what it sounds like. And he says, it glows blue. Like, Luke Skywalker's lightsaber. And under my breath, I said, effing nerd. And he heard me. And he looked at me. And he say, and I didn't say it mean. I was just like, oh, my God, that was the most nerdy thing I've heard all day. And he looks at me dead in the eye and he goes, we all live in glass houses.
Oh!
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Colin yelling effing nerd at someone while you're sitting at a table playing D&D is that's a choice.
Yeah.
It is.
That's a choice.
It is. And it was my game that I set up, so I feel like I was not qualified.
Donald knows their sabercraft.
Oh, absolutely. Oh my God.
The two silver ones are in fact ultra sabers. The other one, if you this is a Kyber light.
Ooh. Ooh.
So
like you put the little thing in it. It's an actual little crystal thing.
Yeah, it's a kyber crystal. Yeah, but the brand of this is a Kyber Light version 4, I believe.
And that's the one that makes the noises.
Yes, this is the one. This is the only one I have that does that.
Fancy.
But yeah, so I tip my hat to you, sir, for knowing one's sabercraft.
I don't know the answer to this. I feel like I need to say Jedi as well. But I don't know that
you could say, if you want to date someone, you could say wizard.
I could say wizards. No, that's true, because a pirate would be too dirty. Like, it would be fun. It would be fun to flirt with the pirates, but then you're like, no, thank you. I don't want to catch midichlorians.
Yeah.
And the ninja would also be great. I'd be like, oh, he's a ninja and he's going to, but I feel like he would not be into it. You know what I mean? Like, he'd have to go train. And I'd be like, but we're going to eat. So I would say wizard. I would say if I was going to date, I would date a wizard. You don't say. Yes, hey, listen. We're both going to be at the Renaissance Festival as far as I'm aware. Indeed. I will be there all 4 days with assisting with Sean. Yep. You can buy me a pickle. You're damn right I can. Everyone is going off about these lightsabers. This is great. I'm sorry. No, this is fantastic. We have gone off the rails in a way that I did not intend or anticipate. I love this. So the Kyber Light's not bad, and they just came out with the version 5. What I like about them, God, I am really good at. What I like about them is that they're customizable at home. Ultra Sabers, they're turned aluminum, like they're put on a lathe, and so like you can't really change them unless you're gonna drill holes in them or something. But the Kyber Light has lots of like sleeves and emitters and pommel caps, and they're all completely interchangeable in your home with nothing more than an Allen wrench. So if you want to have something that you can modify on your own, depending upon your needs, it's not a bad option. Allen Wrench is a well-known Jedi craftsman. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Mr. Allen Wrench. Yeah. Little known fact. He has a monkey sidekick. I have a clarification here. Who's saying? All right. So first of all, we're not going to get to this commercial. Wizards only have to consult their spell book if they want to change what they're doing. If they already know what they're doing, a good wizard knows what he's doing. Doesn't have to adapt very often. Oh boy, here we go. Wait a minute, and then there's a third. What about warlocks? Yeah, if you want to be complicated about it. Answer this one carefully, sir. It's a warlock. If you want to be complicated about it, sure. Yeah, they're weird. They are. I love them. They are. Yeah. Warlocks are weird. They do everything differently than anyone else. They're my favorite. I'm not even kidding. You can have an actual bear daddy. Why? When you can have a wizard daddy? Hashtag. Remember when I invite you on my show and you said, "What's your show about?" This is what it's about. When you were so young and naive and had no idea. I haven't been young a long time. The father time beard kind of betrays something. Yeah. Naivete we can hold on to, but not youth. I got carded a month ago. I was asked to see my identification. I was buying a bottle of Pinot Grigio to cook chicken piccata with. And and they asked to see my identification. And I looked at this 12-year-old behind the counter and said, "Sir, do you have many 19-year-olds with beards like this coming in here to buy a bottle of Pinot Grigio for $7? I did this while I was getting my identification to show him. Like, I wasn't trying to give him a hard time. Oh, all the kids are buying bottles of Pinot Grigio to tip to their homies. Yeah, come on. Yeah. Peen? Bottles Peen. Yeah. The Pinot Grigio. I think the Pinot Grigio is one of those things that the pirates have that I don't want to catch. Yeah, there's an ointment for that, but you don't want it. Yeah, it's bad. There's a salve. Yeah, an unguent.
got yourself a case of the Peen Grise when I was on leave last week.
Oh my gosh, I'm in tears. All right.
You said something about a commercial break. So
I did. This is a good time. All right, get off my screen. All right. So this is the show on Mother's Day that went off the rails. So yes, this is a commercial break. I have just a few things that I would like to share with all of you today. And one thing is brand new that actually came up while we were on the air already. So I'm going to start with that one. Let me see if I can find it here. Hang on one second. There's news coming out of New Jersey Renaissance Festival. They are opening up an additional 50 tickets for the after hours concerts, and those tickets will go live on Tuesday. And that is fantastic because I had something important that I wanted to tell you. Chased Treasures After Hours concert at the New Jersey Renaissance Festival Fair is Saturday, June 5th. Tickets are limited. They're going fast. We have 50 opening up on Tuesday, but they are going to go. I'm telling you now. So make sure you don't have your ticket yet. Be ready on Tuesday. Grab those tickets ahead of time. You can't get them later because we have a limited capacity. So find them at the New Jersey Renaissance Fair box office that is online, njrenfair.com. And also, speaking of TikTok, where you can find Harry and all sorts of other things, you can follow me on TikTok as well at Soft Autumn Ingenue, and Instagram at Soft Autumn Ingenue as well for all sorts of information. The new information that comes out, I will post to Instagram first before anything else. So if you want breaking news from me, that is where you're going to find it. And of course, this show is made possible thanks to everyone over on patreon.com. And if you would also like to support this show, you can go to patreon.com/Christina Koya. I hear she's great. I don't know her personally. She seems like a nice person. So if you would like to make sure this show stays on the air, you want to see more episodes, that is where you're going to contribute. Tiers start at just $2, and I update all sorts of things. We have contests, and we have polls that help select. If you would like to submit questions that appear on the show, this is where you do that. And I'm going to thank everyone later, but I want to give a thanks right now to my Patreon supporters for making sure that we get to do whatever nonsense it is that we are doing right now, which I don't. Oh, let me put this up for you. I just got it now. So if you would like to follow, let me do it this way. If you would like to follow Harry on TikTok, here it is. It is TikTok at Dominic Cherokee, or just type that out and not try to pronounce it. It's very Italian, can you tell? And that is where you're going to find that. He has gone absolutely viral. And also, I don't have an advertisement for this, but yes, it is the Whipsy Rovers Whip Show at New Jersey Renaissance Fair all 4 days. So make sure if you are at the festival, stop by, say hello, catch a show, and you know, also see Chase Treasure, because we will be there the 5th and the 6th. And come to our after hours concert. All right. Is that it for all of my things? Oh, I do want to let you know that next Sunday's show, we have on Bardi Party. It's going to be a blast. I absolutely love them. I'm a huge fan of Bardi Party, so I'm going to be fangirling a bit over them. They're a fantastic musical group, also coming out of the New Jersey Renaissance Fair. And there's some special events sort of coming up in the next couple of weeks. There may be a double episodes, Chase Treasures, Ladies Unlaced, and the Wine Mixer happening at the same time on the same day. So there's things coming out. I will give you more details on that soon as I have all of that. So keep your eyes peeled, all right? I believe that is all my commercial break. So we are going to get back to whatever the heck it was we were just doing. And I'm going to have the gentleman back on. Hello. Welcome back. Yes. I feel like we need to do another toast to start this second half.
Got a little bit left.
Yeah.
Got enough left for a toast? Any other toasts before I do mine?
Go right ahead.
All right. Speaking of mitochondria and Pinot Grigio, here is to stay positive and testing negative. Salud.
I can get behind that. Get vaccinated.
Yes.
All right. Where were we?
Oh, who knows?
I have the next question to you.
Dating a wizard.
All right, here we go. The question is, what would you bring with you on a deserted island? Don't say a boat.
A plane.
That was the only description, so you can say that.
My wand.
A deserted island.
Yeah, probably.
We were actually just talking about this earlier. Like
Survival
if I'm a wizard,
skills.
survival skills as a wizard mean that you will be fine. You will always be fine. So assuming that I am not a wizard.
A ring of wishes.
A what?
A ring of wishes, he said. If we're trying to be super practical about it,
A knife.
Yeah, cutting tool is going to be very important.
Ooh.
Fire steel.
A dog.
Ooh.
Oh, that would be very helpful.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. I would probably still go with a fire steel, but fire steel.
Not a lightsaber?
Well, I mean,
you could hunt with it. You could start fires with it. You could signal planes with it.
All right, you've sold me.
I think that would be my answer. I think that's a good one.
Yeah, it's a one-stop survival kit. The Woodland Jedi.
You could cook some yum nub with it.
Mm-hmm.
An honest bit.
Cook up some Ewoks. Wait, what?
Hey, they ate people. You don't think those helmets didn't have heads in them at one point?
That's true. They were going to eat,
They were going to eat Han and
Luke
Leia and
or,
Luke. Yeah.
or, yeah.
Not Leia, but
yeah.
Yeah, they braided Leia's hair. They were going to eat the men.
Right.
I want that on a t-shirt. They braided Leia's hair. They were going to eat the man.
Yeah. No, let's not put that on a t-shirt because then a bunch of men's rights activists will get involved and I'll have to hate them.
Oh my god! All the Beardy McGee's will come out.
Yeah, seriously. Well, actually.
Oh no! I have a never mind. I tell you a story. I have a yum nub story for you for later. I'm not gonna jump into that. Yes, exactly. I do have to tell you, from earlier, I missed a comment earlier, and it said Pinot Grigio maybe is why the captain's wife is really lamenting. And just got the captain's wife's lament song. And
I am familiar with the captain's wife's lament.
Yes.
Yeah.
Screaming everywhere.
He was out carousing and he came home with the Pinot Grigio, and yeah.
That's what they used to call the Cotton Eye Joe.
Pinot Grigio.
Dance with that one.
You asked us to be here.
I did.
You have no one to blame but yourself.
I'm trying to drink enough to handle this right now. I'm not far enough into this drink.
This is the PG-13 show.
Mm-hmm. No, I actually I had Lady Estefania on recently a few weeks back, and we got a little naughty on the show, and she said to me, like, was that all right? And I'm like, oh, that's perfectly fine. You can get even more than that if you wanted to. She's like, oh, I feel so much better. I feel like maybe we've hit the line.
I think I know the show you're talking about, and this is closer to the line.
Well, because I asked her the similar question to this. It was, you're alone on a desert island. I actually stole that question from that episode, and she said she would bring a vibrator with her.
Like I said, I was pretty sure that was the show you were talking about.
Yes. So, I mean, I don't know. It's a toss-up. And that's what she said, too. So I have a question coming in from the comments. And I'm going to throw this up here because I love this one. If you could date any fictional character, hypothetically, who would it be and why? This is a really hard one.
So lately, I have been absolutely obsessed with Brandon Sanderson's Stormlight Archives. So if you've read those or know anything about those, Yasna Colin. I have the biggest like intellectual and nerd crush on like the biggest Virgo crush on Yasna Colin. So yeah, it might be difficult to explain why, but yeah.
Probably Police Chief Lin Beifong.
Yeah.
For any Legend of Korra fans out there, Avatar.
All right.
Meanwhile, Catalina's like, I don't know any of who they're talking about.
No, see, all right. I don't know the first one. The second one, I have not gotten into Korra yet. I watched all of Last Airbender. I am planning to get into Korra. I need to dedicate time because I know I'm going to be obsessed. So, all right. And we have some comments coming in, the crush on Regina Mills. All right. That's from Once Upon a Time, I believe.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go. Lin Beifong is a hot.
The tragic hotness of evil.
To whom I must say, you bear a resemblance.
A little bit.
Oh, really? Oh, it's the hair.
I think so.
It's the hair with the thing.
It's the face, the jawline. It's there.
You tend to rock a serious red lip with the dark hair, and that's peak Regina Mills energy.
Yeah.
So you're saying if I ever did cosplay, I should start there?
Yes.
All right.
Actually, that would you could do well with that.
Yep.
I like that. Sorry.
And her wardrobe was always on point.
Oh yeah.
Yes. All right. No,
she had boss lady energy for sure.
All right. I'm into it.
About that life.
I mean, I've answered a similar question to this before, and I said Heimdall from Marvel Universe, but only because he's played by Idris Elba. So
yeah,
I would stick with that answer.
Yeah,
I would stick with it.
Basically, any fictional character played by Idris Elba.
Absolutely, that's my answer completely. Yes, all right. Everyone's agreeing with you, so this is great. Here for it. Yes. Okay. Oh, here's one. Do you have a favorite cryptid?
Ooh. Favorite cryptid.
And
I thought Spring-Heeled Jack was kind of cool.
Which one?
Spring-Heeled Jack.
I don't know what that is.
This was in England. Yeah. And there were rumors that it was like an actual guy who was like an acrobat or something and would assault people in the streets. But of course, the urban legend was it was this demon-looking creature who could jump really high and I think maybe like breathe fire or something and would attack people in the streets of London.
Glowing red eyes.
That kind of thing.
Huh.
And he was known as Spring-Heeled Jack.
That's awful. Could you imagine someone try to kill you while they like do a backflip, like with their leg over their head, like ha?
Yeah, it's like, oh, so you're gonna murder me and flex? Okay. Thanks for that.
You're gonna make me feel bad before I die.
Yeah. You're gonna do a backflip on my fat ass after you kill me. Thanks.
Well, I'd run half a block and then get a cramp. You're backflipping after me, going faster.
You know what? I'm just gonna end me.
Yeah. How about you?
This is an excellent point. So Nightmare Batman is basically it's more Nightmare Robin.
Really? I know it might honestly the Jersey Devil.
All right.
Like which seems like a little on the nose for me, considering where I grew up. But there is a lot of history and mythology around the Jersey Devil. Like it's not just like there's a whole thing about the Leeds family around Batstow and all the generations, and like there's the 13th Leeds. Like there's a lot. There's a lot of meat to that. It's not just a creepy thing in the woods in South Jersey. Like there's
a lot of creepy things in the woods in South Jersey.
Yeah, like when I'm in them.
Like the residents.
Yeah.
Way to steal my joke there, Whipsy Rover.
I'm pretty sure that's how I met you. I'm pretty sure that's how we met, being creepy things in the woods.
That's true.
That is absolutely how we met. Absolutely. And that's 10 years ago this summer.
Oh, fuck.
So really, we're all cryptids.
We are.
Yeah. I'm a wizard cryptid.
Ooh, this is a great idea. Lady Morgan might have to do the next do the Jersey Devil as the topic for the next Morgan's Murder Corner, which she's doing, I believe, on June 16th. June 16th.
That's pretty cool.
The next one. So, and you gentlemen are more than welcome to come back for that. Goodness knows.
Okay.
Yes, and we do not have an episode on the 6th, those of you watching, because I will be busy at the New Jersey Renaissance Festival. So there you go. We also have in here a viewer is sharing some things they would date Black Widow, and then their favorite cryptid is Champ. I don't know who.
Champ is a monster that lives in Lake Champlain.
Oh, all right. Sort of like a Nessie.
Yeah, very very similar. I can't
Interesting.
remember. I can't remember where Lake Champlain is.
Yeah, that does sound familiar.
But it's basically very similar to the Loch Ness monster in its historical descriptions, from what I recall.
Well, I believe that is all of the questions I had prepared. Thank God. And
no one to blame but yourself.
I know. This I was ready for this, and I think this was easily the bar. I don't know if the bar keeps getting lower, or if my expectations for how these go are getting higher. But this was both the most ridiculous and the most fun I've ever had on the episode. So thank you. I want to make sure everyone is aware that we are going on to TikTok. We are following at Dominic Shiroki. Just like that, take a moment, spell it right.
Seriously. You can also get me on YouTube. Just search for Arcane Help Desk.
There you go.
And
also, please make sure you are getting tickets to the New Jersey Renaissance Fair, so that's where you can come participate in the whip show and all of the other acts that will be there.
Come learn to crack a whip.
And learn how to crack a whip. That is so amazing. I'm
shows a day.
To join in. I'm going to have to jump in one day. That sounds amazing. And most importantly, well, I'll keep you gentlemen on here because I want to toast our way out as well. Make sure that you follow me on patreon.com/Christina Koya if you would like to help keep the show going week after week. And I want to give a huge thank you to all my supporters, but my extra spicy supporters, Wookie Gunner, Robert L, Kyle F, Bill I, Brian G, and Antonis. And a special thanks to my top sponsors, Marco, Dan K, and Tommy A. And of course, the most important thing we cannot forget, make sure it starts trending, #WizardDaddy knows best.
And me.
So, gentlemen, one last toast. One last toast to whatever it is going on in there.
Murder.
Everyone raise your glasses of Pinot Grigio. And here is to seeing you all healthy, happy, and at either the New Jersey Renaissance Festival or wherever we see you next. Because I'm going to see you, and I'm going to hug each and every one of you safely. All right.
Yes.
Salute, everyone. Have a great Mother's Day.
Salute. Skull.